Hello, everyone. This is Ozzy Neil Rose. This is Confessions, Part 9, still Chapter 1, coming to you. This is being recorded, live from Kim Free, right here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'd like to touch on something here about my late mother. She died back in 2016, I believe it was, from an intentional overdose of opioid pills. I tried for 15 years, we lived together, to convince her that these pills were killing her, and they like to kill her many different times. She was hospitalized. I couldn't convince her. Finally, this cousin come over, and out of nowhere, she just jumped up and attacked her. I had to pull her off. And I said, that's it. I said, I've had 15 years of hell with you, mother. I can't do this anymore. I said, you're going to die from these opioids. And I said, you shouldn't attack this family member. I said, that's it. I've had it up. I'm out. I can't take it anymore. I've been through hell with you for 15 years. I've been going through my own private hell, tolerating this. I can't do it anymore. So, let me explain something else with this too. I have many gifts, like all of us do. All of us have many gifts. One of my gifts is, I'm not a psychic and I'm not a prophet. I never have been that, but I've had this, at least I know I've had this since I was 5. And this gift tells me things about people that I know and that I don't know, but it don't tell me everything about them. I knew, she was hiding something. I could just sense it too. I told her once, Mom, I said, Mom, please, whatever you're blaming yourself as far as regarding me, you're forgiven. I had already figured out in life who my biological father was. It was the man that was on my birth certificate, with the gift that I have. But there was two other little secrets to that, that she was afraid if I found out, that I would commit suicide for a 6th and final time. And that was that both my mother and biological father were indeed first cousins. They both looked exactly the same in the face. The only difference was their hair color. Also, she was afraid if I found that out alone, that would probably cinch it for me. But how could it? I mean, they made me. But being said, she knew the gift that I had. There's another part to this. I'm going to go ahead and leave it out for right now. I may bring it up in other confession videos. But when I moved out, I moved in with another family member, and I hadn't talked to her during this whole time. I think it was like 4 months, 5 months. They moved out, but we talked the very night before she died. She called me. We talked for maybe a minute. And then she had told another family member she just wanted to call and talk to me, make sure I was doing good, that she was going to commit suicide. And that's what she did the next day. It's something that I still, it bothers me to this day. It probably always will. When you have a family member that is hooked on opioids because of you, meaning, she's afraid that I was going to figure that out. But I wouldn't do it because they made me no matter what. I can say this. I know life is crummy at times. We have the good in life, but we also have the bad. Then we have the downright ugly and rotten. Addictions have always influenced my entire life. And I didn't get hooked on a drug or drink, as y'all know, till I was 52, and I'm 57. But drugs and alcohol always affected my life greatly. I've lost some family members, of course, to suicide, intentional suicide. My mother's was intentional suicide. Each of the 5 suicides that I done was intentional suicide by way of prescriptions. I've had family, the rest of them that didn't die from, like I say, from overdoses. They died from cancer, cirrhosis of the liver. But I know for all of you out there, addictions have affected you, whether you've had addiction issues or your family has. That's just the way it is. But I can say this. If I do, in fact, ever get to meet a woman and date or say it leads into a relationship, I would like it to be with a woman that has no addiction issues. That way, if I hit a weak moment, she can, help me out, but we don't get to pick really who our future girlfriend, boyfriends, or spouses are going to be. So, and I don't look for love, like I told in the last confessions video. But I live a very happy life. Since my mother's death, my sister died some years back from cancer from using the meth for 20 plus years. And when she died, then I went to hell in a handbasket. I started using the meth. I started using the 100 proof schnapps. Because I couldn't deal with her death. She was like a daughter to me. I was like 13 years older than her. I loved her like a father, not like a brother. She was my half sister. But, when she died, that was it. I just could not deal with life on life's terms anymore, but I couldn't deal with death on death's terms anymore. But I never could deal. That was my biggest problem in life. Can now, and I do now. But, I know I know people see me out there and think Mr. Positivity, yeah, but I know it's not a bowl of cherries for everybody every day, all day long. It's not even for me, and it's not. But there's some days I don't even feel like going out here and doing this, but I push myself and make myself do it, and at the end of the day, then I feel good about myself. But, the old saying goes, life is what you make of it. So that's why I say, even on days that I don't want to do it, I make myself do it because it makes me happier at the end of the day. I'm making this video late night tonight. This is July the 30th now. That way I can get out there and get to strutting here in Jonesboro tomorrow like everybody expects me to at my normal time. But I'd just like to say, drugs and alcohol has affected everybody in one way or another. I had an uncle out in Oklahoma when I lived out there who suffered from PTSD from Vietnam, and he wound up taking a 20 gauge pump shotgun and put it underneath his chin and pulled the trigger. It's just the way it is. Things that's supposed to be so much easier today are so much harder today. But I'll say this. If you seek happiness, you'll find it. That's what I seeked my whole life, was happiness, and I never had it. But I do have it today, thanks to all of you. If nobody really liked me doing this and I had a big fan outcry that said stop it, then I would stop. But most of you do like it, and and I just love doing it. I love entertaining and staying in shape too. But anyways, I should have done what my late wife told me a few years before she ever died. She said, if something ever happens to me, I want you to meet a good woman, finish raising the kids if they ain't grown, and get married. I said, well, are you going to do the same thing if I don't? If I die first, I mean? And she said, shit, no. I said, all right then, I've got the best. I don't want second best. But second best is better than nothing. So, but I didn't do what she told me. And I missed out on life for 27 years. I'm not missing out on life anymore. I'm not wasting my life. I'm not wasting my time anymore. I'm living life, and I'm loving every bit of it. And I just thank God that I have at least 80,000 people backing me here. And I love you all very much dearly for loving what I'm doing, liking it, and of course, all of y'all texting me, my commenters and followers. I don't know what I would do without you folks. I really don't, because you're all I have. And by God, I'm going to keep you. Until the next Confessions video, which will be Confessions Part 10, still Chapter 1. This is Ozzy Neil Rose signing off for now.